I need to ask the question. For all these people here, they need to hear your voice. Did you murder your daughter?
No.
Did Patsy?
No.
Did Burke?
No, no.
Why should we believe you?
All right, Greg, what do you got?
Yeah, it's interesting. We always say you should hear an emphatic no when a person is denying something. He does an emphatic no.
No.
When he's asked if Patsy did it, he does an emphatic no.
No.
And then when he's asked if Burke did, he says no, and he trails off and starts to say something.
No. No.
And she steps on him, and we don't know what he would have said.
Why should we believe you?
Whatever that was, I would have gone back and cleaned that up and said, what exactly were you talking about right here? Just give him a chance to talk. It's natural for a person to step over that and let the person go, especially when it's a situation where you're talking about their closest loved ones. I hear emphatic with some qualifiers. I wish we could have heard what the qualifiers were. We all have our own opinion. We've reviewed Burke, but I'd love to hear what his is.
There's rising pitch when he makes the denial about himself.
No.
And I know some people may jump on that. This does not mean deception because there's not a cluster of behavior. When you hear all of us dogpile onto a behavior, you're hearing us just layer this mountain of behavioral indicators together. Those are clusters. There is a cluster of behavior in an unusual place here, though, is denial about Burke.
No.
This was the strongest hesitancy, the only time he repeats himself, the strongest head and eye aversion from the person asking the question, the largest hand movement. And this would be a red flag, not deception necessarily. This just means that there's more for us to ask, exactly what Greg was just telling you. This is just another place where there's something that needs to come out because something's there. There's something present there that's different than the other two denials. Scott, what do you got?
I agree with you. I think there's something else there, but I think what that something else is his anger toward all the fingers that have been pointing toward Burke. I think and so he's trying not to go off on a tangent there about his thoughts on that, which he probably could have done, like you said, Greg, if she hadn't stepped on him.
I need to ask the question. For all these people here, they need to hear your voice. Did you murder your daughter?
No.
Did Patsy?
No.
Did Burke?
No. No.
Why should we believe you?
The first two no's on whether he killed or they killed the child, he did, his wife did, or Burke did. The first two no's are close, but then obviously, as we talked about a second ago, the third one's a little bit different. But it goes from no, 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 like that. It's like dun, dun, dun.
No. No.
So he's getting more relaxed as he goes along. But it's very quick. His answer was very fast at the top of that, almost like he was not angry, but he's poking back there just a little bit.
No.
There are three clear no's, but different intonation on each. I like, Scott, that they go down in tonality each time. It's very finalized on that end one, although you're absolutely right. No, that's... No, this interviewer, one of the things you've got to do if you've got a high value interview is take your own pulse first. Look after yourself before you go into that high value interview, because you need to calm down during that. And I don't think this interviewer is calm enough to really get the best out of this situation, because you're right, she should have gone back on that, or she should have let him answer fully, because we want to know what is his view on this. He has very different views on why not, why no for each one of those participants there. And that's why I think we get a different intonation of no, some subtle differences there, because the reasons why it's not, him or his wife or his son, I think are very, very different in his mind. Greg.
Yeah, there's one other key point. When you mention that his tone is different depending on the person, I know for a fact I didn't do it. I'm sure she didn't do it. There could be, and he could have knowledge and information that would be guilty knowledge if he released it to the public that tells him there's no way that child did it. There's also that. The piece that we don't know is all of that information that's been withheld, so that when they get the right person, they know they've got the right person. He may have that and can't share it. So just remember that when you hear a person talk like that.
Yeah, good point. If you liked this video, please head over to watch the full video on our main channel.